We got ourselves team 1 together with Atho, man, ready to go on the Necrolord. I'm guessing Necro. I mean, he could be Night Fiend. He could be like trying to fool us, actually. Won't be the first time we see Atho do something like that. We got ourselves Kratzy over on the team 1. Oh, as a Demonology Warlock, they got buffed, actually. I wonder how effective their pressure against healers is gonna be. We got ourselves Arrows, we got ourselves Fenny, we got ourselves Papa come back. Is he gonna be first up? No, looks like they're not sending Papa out first. Versus team 2, we got ourselves Zip, we got ourselves Deddy, we got ourselves Critchy gonna be first up as a Feral Druid this time. Archie ready to go. And Ditchka in the back. Archie, what are your shoulders? One of your shoulders is not like the other. Everything is good, and there's the one shoulder that's like a little off, I feel like. Gonna be Atho, he bleeds off the bat in the opener as Critchy is gonna bail out of it completely. Just put it in, pop some bleeds, pop the roots to Atho, and literally waddled out of it. Go for reset. Also, I'm seeing Critchy play that Kyrian. But is that the Kyrian? I think it might actually be Kyrian. I think might be fooling us with that Necrolord setup. I guess we'll see the toll in just a moment. Gonna be a big bleed out of Critchy with a Kyrian burst. Atho is gonna immediately try to see if he can suppress it as best as possible. Blinded Critchy. It's gonna be Resident Chicken. Is it Atho's Resident? Potentially big damage. Gonna be Critchy going for a wall. It's gonna be emergency healing immediately with a Frenzy Arena. It's kind of low. Gonna be Atho trying to see if he can catch back up to the Druid. Gonna be Thorns up as he's trying to see if he can power shift out of the slows. Barskin's still on him. Wars up to follow. Trying to let a Cyclone. Gonna be quick and turn the last second. His wall's up, but Critchy is still gonna be down for the count with Athoman slamming him down. And I think that man might actually be playing Kyrian. I think he's gotta be Aptechka trying to see if it might be able to swing around the corner. Trying to see if they might be able to get some dots up and running. Gonna be the Shadowfiend join in, the pet join in as well. Opportunity for a lot of damage. It's gonna be a big old PI together with the full Void Eruption. Trying to see if it might be able to get this Void Bolts to horrify Athoman. If you can chain those horrified bolts on top of Atho or on top of really anybody, those chain bolts could do a lot of damage. Quick turn evil onto the undead pet. They can try to see if they can swing around the corner. Still has, is that full of Megalomania? I don't know if it is Megalomania. I think it might be Megalomania with those tentacles crawling out of you. I don't think it's a full Void Eruption. So eventually Aptechka's health is going to dip down kind of low. Does a flash cut to cover them. Going to be Athoman and get himself big final wreck. Potentially big damage. Going to be a dispersed Aptechka. This time no longer interrupted on Shadow like they were with that one Feral. Instead, actually given an opportunity to catch up a little bit of healing. Going to be another Void, full Void Eruption onto Atho. Trying to see if he can escape this Void Bolts. Is able to rush out of there quickly. Stunned by the Shadow Priest, potentially could maybe ramp up some damage. Could be turned evil onto that pet as Athoman is trying to avoid as much bonus damage out of Tishka as possible. He's eating a lot of those dots back to back over time though. Eventually Tishka's 4 set should hopefully be proccing in. That'll give him an extra pet in order to add a little bit extra bonus damage towards Atho. Looks like the Shadow does spawn in. It does add a little bit extra substantial damage. Does it come with a slow? Wait, does that add like pop a slow on you? Because if it does have an extra slow, that's pretty crazy. Gonna be another Void Eruption for Tishka. Athoman avoiding all those bolts like he's playing Dance Revolution. Literally just seeing where they go and just trying not to be there. It's like a raid mechanic inside of a PvP. Final run up to Tishka. Potentially big damage out of Atho. Using holy damage, and while he's using holy, he hits inside a blind and will not break the blind. Arhi gonna be up next. Got himself a full Primordial setup versus Atho. Big lightning bolts are in his future. Maybe a late blaster right after. Got himself double lightning bolt on the Atho. He's taking a bit of damage. Those ghosts are not really giving him much of a break. But before that dampening really ramps up, Atho is able to maintain himself. What was that little move around that corner? I think he wanted to kind of jump off the edge. I was like, you know what? Maybe I don't want to. And he's like, yeah, it's okay. I'm sliding down anyway. At least what it looked like from my angle. Athoman catching up a little bit of healing. Arhi still hold on to that Fleshcraft shield. So Athoman could potentially have a go here versus Arhi. He just gotta make sure he gets himself a stun and a full burst at Arhi. Gonna be the stun totem to Atho. Just gotta take the damage. Big Ellie Blast right after. Athoman is gonna go for a little bit of self-healing. Build himself up as much resources as possible. He's gonna have to find a way to use wings, locking down Arhi, and then potentially hopefully getting himself a kill. He'll either have to wait until he gets a proc of wings with Crusader or just use his own wings. Looks like it's actually his own wings. Gonna be a wall for Arhi as a trick inside of it. Atho is gonna use his wings in order to keep himself alive. Has himself Shield of Vengeance in case he wants to use it. Looks like Arhi is just gonna have to wait this out for a little bit. Try to go for a Hex to Atho, but is not quite able to land it. Athoman behind the pillar with that wings, looking for that massive recovery while the dampening isn't quite up just yet. And Arhi tried to keep the pressure onto our paladin friend. Frost Shocks, Ghost Wolves, Lightning Bolts. Anytime he spends Maelstrom, there's a chance for him to spawn a Ghost Wolf, which is going to generate you even more Maelstrom, which is overall just going to give you overall more consistency. The damage you do with Lightning Bolts, the LE Blast, and the healing you do, I mean, basically all of it is consistently amped up by Maelstroms. So you're all good to go almost at all times. Whole set of wolves is up for Zatha, actually adding some substantial damage to him, but more to get it set up. Big lightning bolt to follow. Potential Arhi maybe have a big go. Gonna be Seraphim up for Atham and Sunder. Maybe a stun totem to follow. Looks like no stun totem just yet. It's gonna drop down the Sag totem, potentially stun a Raptor. Looks like stun to Atha. It's gonna not be able to sit that for too long. It's gonna go for try to take down the totem as fast as possible. Blind into Arhi. Does Athaman have some big bursts? He's trying to see if he might be able to make a bunch of the holy damage happen. Gonna be a stun into Arhi as the Resident Chicken pops off. Potentially has the damage. It's gonna be Arhi super low health. Battle message streaking. Wait, potentially Arhi doesn't survive this burst as Atha is trying to see if he can slam him down. Arhi does not have the Maelstrom just yet. Gallus and Ghosts finally needs a Maelstrom in order to keep himself alive. Does not really have the mana or Maelstrom to really make it happen. Needs the Maelstrom right now. It looks like Atha does it. Just slapping him out of there. My goodness. With the rogue not giving him any opportunity. Daddy just trying to see if he might be able to attack Atha, drop down Resonant and Trinket, not give him a chance. Atha immediately had to bubble out of there. Seeing the rogue going in super ham with Atha not really able to catch up with a ton of health. At least he's able to catch up some healing now. With Daddy still holding on to a Vendetta and potentially Sepsis? Or maybe he's still Necrolord? I don't really know. I'm not seeing a flesh cut from him. Going to be a sap onto Atha. I think he is back to Sepsis though. Gonna be a road, try to get the base dots in. Vendetta, Sepsis, Atha needs to remove those dots immediately. Bob needs to dispel himself as soon as possible. He's still got mad bleeds rolling on him. But looks like he survived that burst. Trying to go for flashlights, no way for Daddy to really interrupt it while Blessing Protection's on him. Athaman better be extra careful with himself. Gonna go for wings, that's gonna be Daddy, not popping a chicken, going to be potentially huge damage. Seeing the big blast from Hammer out of Atha. It is gonna go for a trick in there immediately. Cloak of Shadows Athaman has a Shield of Vengeance if he wants to use it. I don't know if there's a human racial still available for him or not. Not gonna be able to proc out that adaptation as the Kiddy Shot comes out blind. Brock it out that adaptation though. Can Athaman recover here and potentially turn this around to Daddy? Gotta slow onto the rogue. No way for the rogue to escape, no vanish available, nothing. Next Kiddy Shot could be really deadly. Unless Athaman just capitalizes on him. Does go for the blind. Does he have enough damage inside of this blind window? Trying to see if he might be able to pick up that damage. Does he have enough? Gonna be Blade of Justice, and that is a C-pod out of the rogue, and Athaman does end up taking him out. So far, I think it's a 1v4 by the Paladino, with Zip gonna be lasso left. Athaman has a Shield of Vengeance coming back up. Very soon. Actually should use it as soon as possible. With Zip, we don't even know if this guy's a Night Fae himself. Next, Vendetta and Sepsis is going to be deadly. Try to go for a shield with a slow. That is the Night Fae, so Athaman better be extra careful. He needs to recover health. He can't be fighting this rogue at no health whatsoever. He can't be fighting this rogue with no adaptation. He needs any one of those utilities in order to be able to fight off this threat. Otherwise, I don't think he's going to do it. I literally think he's just going to wait. And if he can adapt a stun and then dispel a Sepsis, he might be able to make this work. Besides that, unless you got a bubble, unless you got a human racial, I don't really know how he survives this burst. The best he can do, if he can dispel Sepsis, at least a huge portion of that damage, a huge portion of that burst can at least be removed completely. It's going to be Athaman actually proccing out that adaptation from the sap, blind onto the paladin as Zap goes for a Cloak of Shadows. And I think it's over, unless Athaman has a human racial here. And he can dispel himself immediately. Or get a Hodge before Zap does something. Shield of Vengeance, so all Sepsis is up, can't really do much about it. Oh, that burst, there's literally nothing you can do with Zap going for a Phantom Nice at the very end. Absolutely no way for him to be able to do anything there. And Fenny at least wants to give Zap an opportunity to go for a bit of recovery. At least wants to give him a chance to go for as much of an auto duel as possible. Zap just used every cooldown available, so I mean, there's only so much he can really do. Unless Zap can just live this long enough in stealth, wait for CDs to come back for about a minute 30. That's the only way I think he really makes the recovery. Maybe go for like big old stuns onto Fenny, bleed out the flesh cut, slowly get Fenny down low, and maybe go for a Kidney Shot, force the defenses by then. Maybe has advantage, but right now it's just one of those situations where he just gotta sit there. Fenny trying to go for a res at Atha. Immediately disarm as a Hodge comes out. Gonna be a Zip, go for a Trinket. Trying to go see if he might be able to escape out of there. Looks like someone breaks his soul shape, but still got a little bit of mobility. Maybe just sprinting out of there. Smoke bomb up, trying to create some line of sight, but looks like he's still in combat with Fenny. Zip trying to see if he might be able to zip out of there. Get a shot at Fenny. Doesn't force maybe human racial out of Fenny. Zip just trying to see if he can waddle away from him. Looks like he's actually able to capture himself a restyle. Cheap shot onto Fenny. Does he go for Shadow Step? I was thinking maybe a Shadow Step juke, but apparently not. And Zip is going to be able to flail out of there. Cloak of Shadows rotating quite a lot of utility, quite a lot of defenses, and CC. Looks like this man is still in the game. Blind or defending. Oh my god, dude. It looks like, yeah, he's just going to go for a complete reset. Can Fenny catch back up? Did he pick up Eyes? Stabbed by the Rogue. The Rogue is at least trying to make a play. He does have a Vendetta backup. Can he go for another Sepsis go? It's going to be Shiv versus Fenny. Trick out for Fenny with a stun. Zip has nothing for this, and it's going to be over. Even if he survived that burst with Fenny, there was still the grenade trick and ready to go. Dude, Asa came back in with vengeance. Didn't give that Rogue a chance to recover whatsoever. Absolutely crushed him. They're pretty good too. The second Rogue, though, liquidated him completely, but...